Assalamu alaikum, good morning, it's Shahzad Faisal again. Please do subscribe the channel because it helps us improve our quality, and I'm trying to monetize my channel. For that I need 1,000 subscribers ASAP, so I'm counting on you guys. Thank you very much. Let's come to the topic. It's a general comparison between Israeli and Pakistani air forces, one of the two most professional, proven air forces in the history of the air warfare, and they have separate, amazing, unbelievable track records. And I'm going to be talking about on two topics. First one would be the equipment they use, and like the fighter jets and stuff, and the second one would be the capabilities, their achievements, what is their level, and if they come in front of each other, who will win at the end. My opinion you will get at the end. So please, again, I'm trying to monetize the channel. Please do subscribe, and it costs you nothing, but it helps us, encourages us to improve our quality, and I need 1,000 subscribers. So let's come to the first topic, the inventory. Israel has got one of the best equipment in the world. It's the only air force, probably after America, which has got most of its assets, fighter jets, 4.5 generation or 5th generation. So let's come to the first fighter jet, which is F-16. Their variant is F-16I, stands for Israel, so F-16I, which is nearly Block 70 level with ISR radars and all the helmet mounted display, queuing system, electronic warfare, radar, top of the line, AMRAAM missiles and all this stuff. So it's top of the line, F-16, 4.5 generation. They've got 223 of them, one of the biggest inventory outside America. Second one is F-15 Eagle E. It's used as a bomber fighter aircraft. It can carry one of the biggest payloads any fighter jet can carry in the world. So it's famous for that. It's a big aircraft. It's again 4.5 generation aircraft, developed in 70s and 80s though, but still heavily upgraded with ISR radars and all this stuff, used in the bombing missions and as a fighter as well. They have got 87 of them. Then let's come to the third fighter jet of IAF, Israeli Air Force, which is F-35I. I stands for Israel, because Israel always buy from America on its terms, with all the source codes and everything. They massively change, include their own radars, their own missile systems. So for that they need source code, and America provide everything to Israel. And F-35I is a 5th generation fighter jets, most effectively used against Iran and lately against Qatar. So F-35 is a highly potent aircraft, though its maintenance cost is very high. It takes about $4,000 per hour to fly this jet. Then let's come to the Evokes. Israel has got 7 Evokes aircraft. Gulfstream, I think 550, American made based on that, but the radar mounted on them are Israeli made, their own made. They are very good with technologies. By the way, one funny thing, Israel call its Air Force as the Air Force and Space Force. So they have so much confidence in their air power that they call as a Space Force as well. Then let's come, they have 7 of them, the Evokes. Then let's come to the jammers, electronic warfare aircrafts. They have plenty of them, and they don't really publicly disclose too much about them, how many of them are there, but generally they have about major ones 4 to 6 of them, again their own, developed with the help of America, of course. So 4 to 6 of the jammers, and they have just developed a new jammer. They are working on that, so they are very good with electronics, with the help of satellites and ground radars. They have one of the best radars in the world. It makes a highly potent, formidable, competitive force. I believe it's one of the top 3 air forces in the world, quality, training wise. And I'm not going to talk about the drones, Heron drones. It develops every type of high quality. It's one of the world leader in drone manufacturing. So I'm just going to talk about the Air Force. I'm not going to talk about the Army used or Air Force used helicopters, because it's a comparison between Pakistan and Israel. So I don't want to get into the transport aircraft. Mostly uses C-130, probably 23 of them for transport, then air refuelers. Israel has got 6 of them, the air tankers, you can say. So it increased the size of the air force. They can fly. They have one of the best sortie ratio in the world. During 1973 Yom Kippur War or 6-Day War in 1967, one aircraft could do 4 sorties, while Arab air forces were doing max 1 or 2 sorties a day with one aircraft. So their maintenance level is so good, so professional, and so high. So let's jump up to the Pakistani Air Force. So Israel has got one more thing, 351 fighter jets, all 4.5 and 5th generation. So equipment wise, they are much ahead of Pakistan. You will come to know in a minute. So let's come to the Pakistani Air Force. Pakistani Air Force has got 390 aircrafts, mix of 3rd, 4th and 4.5 generation. So yeah, Israeli Air Force starts from 4.5 generation and Pakistani Air Force ends at 4.5 generation, although Pakistan has placed order for 40 of J-35As from China, which could increase up to 100 because of Pakistan's Saudi Air Defense Pact. So Pakistan has got 53 F-7PG 3rd generation Chinese made, just heavily upgraded again, mostly used in the bombing missions now or backup fighters, and it's a 3rd generation copy of MiG-21s, and I won't rate it much higher. It's about to be phased out by JF-17 Thunderbolt, made by China and with Chinese collaboration, made by Pakistan, with Chinese collaboration. Second jet is Mirage 3s and Mirage 5s. Pakistan has got 86 of them, and they have been heavily upgraded. We were using about 200 of them, but we phased out. We upgraded them with Rose upgradation package from Italy, and we are keeping only the upgraded one, which are to be phased out by 2030 with JF-17s, again of Pakistani made JF-17 Thunderbolts, and we have got 86 of them. Pakistan has got 86 of them. Then let's go to the 3rd fighter jet of Pakistani fleet, which is the backbone of Pakistan. Pakistani made JF-17 Thunderbolt, Block 1, 2s and 3s. Block 1s and 2s are going to be upgraded to the Block 3 version with AESA radar, helmet mounted display, electronic countermeasure suit, and the best thing is PL-15, the war hero of a war with India in between 7th and 8th May night till 10th of May, about 4-day war in which Pakistan thrashed India and shot down 7 of their jets and 1 Heron UAV of Israel without a single loss. So Pakistan has got 153 of these JF-17 Block 1, 2, 3 ABs. They are 4th or 4.5 generation jets and comparable to any 4.5 Block 3 especially 4.5 gen fighter jet in the world. And the tip of the icing is the 4th fighter jet, which is a heavier version, J-10Cs, purchased off the shelf from China, and we have ordered about 40 of them, 20 being delivered. The rest are on deliveries, slowly coming up. It's a true 4.5 generation fighter jet, a true hero of the war, 4-day war with India back in May 2025. And it has got AESA radar, it has got 10 to 12 hard points, heavier injured WS-10, 110, and it has got about 130 kilonewton power, which is very high, very powerful, very competent fighter, star of the war. And then let's come to the Evokes. Pakistan has got 9 of them. Saab 2000s bought from Sweden, and Pakistan has got electronic jammers DA-20 from France, and Bombardier Canadian business jet based Gulfstream 6000 based jammer aircraft from Turkey. Pakistan has ordered 4 of them. 1 is delivered, 3 on deliveries. So Pakistan invests heavily in these kind of jets. Electronic warfare. Pakistan has a complete war killing machine comparable to any modern air force in the world, like Israel, America, France, Britain, China, or Russia. And probably Pakistan is among the top 3 air forces in the world when it comes to the capabilities and professionalism. And Pakistan has got many drones. Pakistan is making Sharper drone of its own, CH-4 from China, Akinci Turkish drone, TB2 Turkish drones, many drones. Pakistan is a big, massive, one of the biggest fleets in the world of drones. It's not one of the biggest manufacturer though, so I'm not gonna get into drone fleet of Pakistan or drone fleet of Israel. So Pakistan has got a lot of military satellites in the space with which it won a war, with the help of which it won a war against India back in May 2025. And so these are the main assets. Ground radars, one of the best layered protection radar system Pakistan has got, and Pakistan can see deep inside India with these Evokes and radars. So Pakistan has a very capable, very matchable air force to Israel. Let's come to the history and the capabilities, quick and my opinion at the end. So the history of Israeli Air Force from its inception, from its birth in 1948, it's shocking, it's unbelievable, and I'm not gonna get into the smaller skirmishes. I'm gonna start from the 1967 Six-Day War. Israel has attacked Egypt, Jordan, and Syrian air forces, and with 200 aircrafts, only 11 left on the ground, and it has destroyed the air forces of Egypt, Syria, and Jordan. 330 of Egyptian aircrafts were shot down on the ground, and not shot down, sorry, they were on the ground and they were destroyed. And it was a history-making engagement. Then it has destroyed most of Jordanian and Syrian aircrafts on the ground. So 1973 Yom Kippur War, Egypt, Jordan, Israel, with the help of Saudi Arabia and Iraq and Lebanon, attacked Israel and gave heavy damage. More than 100 Israeli jets were destroyed. And